Hi everyone, my name is Sahara James Marlowe. I'm the producer-director of the short film Rekha. I also starred in it as Sophia. I want to say hello to everyone at the 9th Bangalore Film Festival and wish all the creators and filmmakers the best of luck. I also want to thank the committee for choosing Rekha to play in this festival. I hope everyone likes it and has a good experience with it. I have some questions from you to answer. How did I come up with the idea for the film and what was my drive behind it? So I had lived in LA for a year in 2018, and so I missed my friends a lot. I grew up in New York City, and when I got back, I had written 3 scenes for 2 characters, 2 women, and I thought, why don't I film something in which I can use a little bit of the Hindi that I had been learning? And so I called my friend Megha, and I got together with her after work, and I showed her the script. We did a cold read. She loved it. She was extremely happy about it. She explained to me how she always wanted to act in film, and it gave me fuel to write more scenes and make this a short film. So I got back home, and I think I wrote about 9 more scenes and made this into a mini production. And so the relationship, the story was no longer just of these 2 women. It also involved other things that made their story a little more complex. So yeah, that's how Rekha came about. Let's see, what roadblocks did I face when I was starting? I think almost everything became a roadblock, right? It was my first short film as a writer, as a director, as a producer. And so having to also star in the film and be an actor while working with my best friend, you know, I had to become those different personalities when the time called for it. So that was one thing that I had to manage properly, so there wouldn't be any issues. I think that technicalities, I mean, there were a few things that happened while shooting that were definitely roadblocks. For example, when you're out of time, we tried to shoot on our first day in Central Park, where we had designated a location. We had 2, and so when we went, and Central Park is a big place, we almost got kicked out of the park because they thought we needed a permit, but we actually didn't, because the production was so small. There's only up to a certain extent which you would need those requirements. And so that took us half the day just to move from one location to the next with all the equipment that we had. Environmental, gosh, there's a scene by the river. So that was in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which overlooks Manhattan. And so on that scene, it was a very windy day, and we had to take take after take after take until we just caught the wind off guard, and it would be the right moment to have the dialogue, because otherwise you couldn't hear the actors. And it became a bit of a challenge to do that, and it was so cold too. I remember one of my actors getting purple because it was so cold. And that same day we had a dog sit in front of the camera and use the bathroom, and that took a couple of minutes for him to do his business and then just walk away like a dog would. And we were just in the middle of a scene shooting, and so we had to reshoot that. we had another technical issue in which we lost an entire day of footage and we had to retake it. And so just gathering resources again was something that I had to overcome. I think I also faced some challenges or roadblocks with every piece of and part of the entirety of the project. As a writer, as a producer, and as a director. As a writer, there would be times where something just didn't go right or match right, and it was like, okay, well, there's a lot of rewrites, and so that's something I didn't expect going in, but I had to learn. As a producer, I totally went over budget, and so I had to put a cap on and concise certain things so that the story didn't enlarge too much and go into unnecessary places just because it was spending money that it didn't need. Gathering resources on days when things went the wrong way was also a challenge. What is the next question? How different was what I originally envisioned the film being like from what it eventually turned out? I would say Rekha is pretty bad, like badass, as we say here. I think the project did a boom and took a direction in which I didn't expect. I wrote 3 scenes and I thought it was just me and my friend sitting either in my apartment or her apartment with our phones recording, and this turned out into a short film which we had other actors and I had a crew, you know, to work the boom, to work sound, to work the camera, and it became a big production. And so I would say there was so much that went into this that it's beyond what I thought it could be. And so I'm very happy about it. I'm very proud of it. It took a lot of sleepless nights to get this done. It took a lot of really hard work, but I would do it all over again. Next question. What are my promotion and distribution plans? I currently don't have any. I finished the film and edited, and once it was complete file, I submitted it to different festivals throughout the world. And I'm still learning the distribution system and how that works in promoting films. As of now, it's just playing on film festivals, and so I think it's because it's my first baby, I see it as a big learning curve, and so there was so much that I learned in the process that perhaps in my next film I will be promoting and distributing. Why should audiences watch this film? I think they should watch this film because there's an underlying message about friendship and relationships that comes out in Rekha. So Sophia and Radha have a very intricate relationship, and I feel that all of us, all human beings, have relationships in which sometimes we are honest and say what we want or what we need out of the other person or the circumstance, and a lot of times we don't. These two women clearly have a professional relationship, but it gets a little more intertwined because there are other needs and wants that, because of their lifestyles, they only have each other. And so it becomes a very interesting friendship, but at the end of the day, they're there for each other. And so that love thrives. So I think that it's important to be as honest as possible with the people you have relationships with. And that's why I think this is a nice film to watch on that. Message I want to give to emerging filmmakers. I say that if you have an idea, if you have this gut feeling that that idea is important, and you have a message, and you need to use your voice for it. It doesn't matter who you oppose. It doesn't matter who backs you up. It doesn't matter who supports you, who doesn't. If you want to do it and it's important to you, you will find a way to do it. And when you get it done, you will put it out. And the more unique the story is to you, the more it resonates, the more it is by paper and pencil, your idea, your words, the more it resonates globally. It's such a contradictory thing to say, but that is what reaches audiences. That's what moves audiences. That's what makes people connect through film, through visuals. And so I think it's very important, especially in the world that we live in today, to put powerful messages out of humanity, of what it is to love one another, what it is to hate one another. What are the things that moves us, that move you? What are the things that makes us cry or gives us joy? And so these are things that reach out at a global level. I mean, I'm sitting here in New York City and you're in Bangalore. So there's a global reach to the powerful messages that you have, but they only have power because you put them out. And so I would say not get discouraged if you don't win a festival. I have lost so many with Rekha. I think I've submitted it to about 32, and so far I've won 3 awards and been selected to like maybe 5. And so that's not discouraging me. That's just saying, okay, this was my first baby and it's gonna be a lot more work, and I learned from it, and so my next one will be better and better and better. And the better you get, the bigger message you have to put out, and you bring that responsibility with you of wanting to serve and make the world a better place. I think that's essentially what we all want, regardless of what the general idea is. And so I would say not get discouraged by people that aren't supporting you, don't believe you. Just keep going, put it out. When there's a will, there's a way, and you can do it. And so I want to wish all the creators and filmmakers of the 9th Bangalore Film Festival a lot of good luck, not just with this film, but with all your future endeavors and projects. Stay creative, stay true to yourself, and just love the world. Thank you, everyone.
Hi guys, my name is Sahara James Marlowe. I'm the director of Rekha.
Hi, my name is Megha Agarwal, and I play the character of Radha in the movie Rekha.
We wanted to thank the committee for selecting our film. We are very excited about the film festival, and we wanted to wish all the other filmmakers the best of luck.
Okay, so I wanted you to let us know, what was your experience with Rekha?
तो एक्टिंग बचपन से मेरा सपना था, और जब सहारा ने अप्रोच किया तो I had to grab the opportunity, और ऐसा लगा कि मेरा सपना पूरा हो गया बचपन का. I've always wanted to act in a film, and this gave me a great opportunity to do that. So thank you, I appreciate it.
Challenges for me, well, there were a couple. We got kicked out on our first day of shooting from location, which was Central Park, and because it was a small production, we didn't need a permit, but they were doing a lot of rounds, and so they felt it was pretty crowded, and so we had to find like a nook of Central Park in order to start shooting, and so that took us half the time just to reorganize ourselves.
How did you come up with the idea for the film?
For Rekha, well, it wasn't that hard. I contacted Megha, and I told her that I wanted to put something in film where I actually practice a little bit of my Hindi, and it was supposed to be really short. It went from 3 scenes to like 6, and it became a short film. But yeah, that's how I came up with it.
Hey guys, we just finished hiking.
Woohoo!
Such a beautiful day.
Loved it. Getting out of the city, in the nature. It was so perfect.
Cheers!
cheers to Rekha and to Sahara for being an amazing director. Thank you for making our lives easy.
Thank you for
Love
accepting
you.
the role.
Oh, of course, I had to.
Who would have played Radha better than you?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers.